Neapolitan pizza dough. You asked for the recipe, here it is. Soft, crunchy, an Italian staple. Hope you enjoy it. Today we're using Anna 00 flour. It's made by Cento. We need 300 grams of flour, 1/8 a teaspoon of instant yeast, and then 300 grams of water. I'm using room temperature spring water here. This is our pre-ferment, and this is called a poolish. This is going to develop flavor. It takes about 12 hours. You can start this off in the morning and finish your dough up 12 hours later, or you can do this before you go to bed. Incorporate it, no big deal, just as long as it's incorporated. Put it into a clear container, mark it. We need this to triple in size. So set it out overnight, and look, after 12 hours, it's alive, okay? And it's tripled in size. We're ready to go. Our final dough, 700 grams of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of instant yeast. We're going to incorporate that. We're using about 24 grams of fine sea salt, and then 350 grams of water, which gives us a 65% hydration. Because you see we have 1,000 grams total of flour and 650 total grams of water. That gives us a 65% hydration. Had we had 700 grams of water, we have 70% hydration, or 600 grams of water, 60% hydration. Take part of the water, and trust me, you want to loosen this up, go down the sides, get it all loosened up, it runs out easier. Watch out, this will just drop right out of there. And then take the remaining water and swish that around, clear that out, and then go and scrub that, because any of the flour, as you're going along here, anything that has flour on it with water, you want to take care of it. You'll be using it, cleaning it up with a grinder. All right, now we're just going to incorporate this. Don't get too excited about having this look perfect, because it's not going to. You don't have a good hydration yet. The water and flour aren't going to be totally incorporated here. Just give it a few tosses around so there's not any flour remaining, okay? Beat it up a little bit. It's going to be a sticky, doughy mess. You can help the stickiness if you rub your hands with a little olive oil before. Now, we are going to let this sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, there's the little baby dogs. Always wondering what's going on in the kitchen. We're going to let this sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then we're going to come back and oil those hands up. You see my hands shining from the olive oil. And you'll see that the dough now, it's a little happier. Gluten starting to develop. Dough is strengthening. We're able to pull it now, right? All we want to do is pull it, slap it around, beat it up a little bit for about 3, 4, 5 minutes, all right? And then scrape your bowl, and we're going to let it sit for another 15, 20 minutes. Then you can see how the dough is actually, it's changing. Every time you look at it, after the 15-minute rest, it changes. Now we're going to put it on our work surface, and we're just going to do a stretch and fold or slap and fold. Okay, we're going to pick the dough up by the middle of the dough, slap and fold, slap and fold. This is the same procedure, 3 to 4 minutes. Beat it up a little, take some aggression out, somebody at work bothering you, smash it around a little, all right? And that's it. Now we're going to cover it again. Same thing. 15, 20 minutes later, we're going to come back and we're going to stretch and fold again. Now, I'm measuring this out because, look, we're supposed to have 1,650 grams, but somehow it's just evaporation, I'm not sure. But measure it out so we know how many dough balls to make. Because we're going to make 7, so we're roughly about 225 grams. Here we go. Beat it up, right? 3 to 4 minutes, cover. Now we let this rest for 1 hour, and look at that. It's almost doubled in size. We're going to flour our trays, then we're going to measure out our dough. I made about 7 balls at 230 grams, but you could make 6 at about 270. So we're going to ball these up, we're going to put them in a fridge, and we're going to let them sit 24, 48, or even 72 hours. Just make sure you pull them out about 2.5 to 3 hours before you're ready to cook. Tommy really likes this recipe, and I'm sure you will too. That's what I'm talking about.